Everybody, so we have an important topic to talk about today. Childhood drowning. Unfortunately, it's a thing that happens. And Nicole is joining us, City of San Diego Parks and Rec. Good to see you, Nicole.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's very sad to think, obviously, but it does happen to many families. Unfortunately, we have to cover it on the news a lot with little kids that don't know how to swim and they're drowning in swimming pools. What's the message that you hope to get out there?
Yeah, so we're excited to share that there was a research summit last week, and the National Drowning Prevention Alliance has coordinated this summit, bringing researchers and experts in drowning prevention from all across the country and internationally here in San Diego. Made possible by the Ernest and Chuck Ernestina Kruskemp Foundation, and we wanted to bring it to San Diego because drowning is a high problem, especially in San Diego and California. It's a warm weather climate.
Of course, yeah, we know, I mean, year round, it's like a swimming pool day or a beach day, and we don't want to see anything terrible happen. So what's the advice if we want to get right to it?
Yeah, so we need more research. We're working on that, but we have some established layers of protection. So for example, this is a self-closing, self-latching gate that does open outwards. So this serves as a barrier for backyard swimming pools. In addition, this is a life jacket. This is designed for infants under 50 pounds. Notice it is approved by the U.S. Coast Guard. We also are working to research water competency, which basically provides life skills for kids, floating, treading water. And for example, this is a water watcher tag, which is a physical reminder of how important supervision is around water. Wherever there's water, there's risk, and we need to make sure that adults are supervising kids when they're in the pool.
Nicole, I have to say, I had a little cough attack, so I appreciate you still sticking with the important messages. But let's get back to this one. Is it still recommended every single person who has a swimming pool to have a barrier around it?
Oh, absolutely. So there's mesh fencing, there's different types of fencing. You want to make sure that the kids can't climb.
Or just easily open the
pool. I mean, you think about it, would you have a cliff in your backyard that was unprotected? No. It's the same idea for a swimming pool. You want to make sure that you keep that water protected when the pool is not in use. It should be protected by a barrier.
I've heard from many firefighters, because we go out to these calls unfortunately a lot, so do they of course, and a firefighter said something once that just stuck in my head. A swimming pool looks like a giant bowl of diamonds, sparkly diamonds, to a toddler, to a child who can crawl out to it. So they're intrigued by it, they are drawn to it, and that's why this is so important.
So important. They love the water, and we want to prevent more tragedies.
And then this too, when should kids be wearing this? If they don't know how to swim, is that always a good idea?
Yes, we recommend life jackets, absolutely. And not just for kids, for adults, for people of all ages. They should be
even
used as often as possible. Absolutely, out in open water.
And then we have so many great swim lessons around town. How early would you suggest kids start taking classes? I mean, what do you think is a good time to get them used to the water and getting comfortable?
Well, if it were my child, I would say 6 months. And that's what the American Red Cross recommends.
That early. Yes. And they offer, you know, the mommy baby ones and all throughout the years. I know my daughter's been in a class, and it's been hard for her to really learn on her own, but learning how to crawl out of the pool, they teach those basics. Floating on your back, right? That's super important.
Yes, and those are perfect examples of water competency skills. But you'll notice that's why we need multiple layers of protection. So your child may learn how to float, they may be able to climb out by themselves, but they need to make sure that they have an adult watching them at all times. They need to know the pool rules. They need to know not to get in unless mom is with them too.
And you're with the city's Parks and Rec department, which I know you have so many pools around town that are so great for kids to enjoy. I'm assuming they're still open, is that right? Or
they are, yes.
It's a year-round thing.
Yes, year-round swimming, and you know, issues happen all year round, not just in the summer. So that's why it's very important to get into the pools and learn how to swim.
Thank you for sharing this important message, Nicole.